Live from KTV in Reno, you're watching 2 News at 4:30.
I'm fairly confident that we'll reach a mutually beneficial agreement.
Renown patients who have Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield could see some changes. That's if the insurance company and healthcare provider can't agree on a new contract. Health Watch tops 2 News at 5:30. Back in February, Anthem told Renown it will terminate its contract on July 31st. Good evening, I'm Ryan Kennedy.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here. This could be pretty frustrating for a lot of people. Yeah. Now, they say that the intent is to reach a deal before it affects patients. Paul Nelson joins us here in the studio. And Paul, how could this affect patients?
Well, if they don't reach an agreement next month, they could have to find a new doctor. They could go to Renown still, but it would be out of network. That means the cost could vary. Officials say they've been negotiating since they got that February notice, and they're confident they can make a deal. Renown is one of the region's largest healthcare providers, treating about 80,000 ER patients each year. It also has nearly a dozen urgent care locations and a children's hospital, to name a few.
Renown is the most integrated healthcare system in northern Nevada, and we have a history of commitment to the community, and we don't expect any of that to change anytime soon.
Renown is asking Anthem to reinstate the existing contract for hospital services, but it wants to renegotiate the rate it gets reimbursed for services that doctors provide.
We're all coming at the same issue from different perspectives, but ultimately we usually all have the same intent, but we have different approaches because we're all trying to solve different problems.
According to Forbes, Anthem is the second biggest health insurance company in the U.S., making $90 billion in revenue last year. Officials say the contracts are complex and a lot of details are confidential.
It's not all about money. There are other factors that factor into the negotiations.
He says these kinds of negotiations happen annually, but it's unusual for them to get to this point. Both parties want patients to be aware of the situation, but say they shouldn't worry too much.
As we're closely approaching that July 31st date, it was important for us that we get the message out to the patients to minimize any disruption in care.
Anthem said in a statement, quote, "We believe hospitals and doctors should be compensated fairly, and this has been reflected in the offers we have made to Renown. We continue to negotiate in good faith in an effort to reach an agreement with Renown before the contract terminates on July 31st. Renown says its two goals are to maintain a relationship with Anthem and its patients and to preserve its commitment to the community to provide good, affordable health care. Covering Health Watch live in the studio, Paul Nelson, 2 News.